new barre class for you, and this one involves your little one. This is babies at the bar, and we're going to be doing a workout in the carrier today. So what you'll need for this workout is your little baby. It's great for non-movers who are happy to be in the carrier for the duration of the workout. You'll also need a carrier to hold your baby in, and make sure your carrier is firmly and strongly tightened around the baby and on you. Make sure you follow the directions for your specific carrier, and make sure that everything's in place so the baby is safe throughout the workout. You want to make sure that the straps are nice and tight and everything is firm, so you'll be good to go. You'll also need a chair for this workout to simulate a ballet bar, and some light handheld weights. I suggest between 1 and 3 pounds, depending on how strong you are. And don't forget that this workout, you should always consult a physician before starting it, and make sure your baby is healthy enough to come along with you. So let's have a lot of fun today and work out with our little ones.
Okay, let's start out by taking a nice big inhale and an exhale. Let's do it one more time, centering ourselves and getting ready for the workout. Okay, click those heels together, come into our narrow V first position, and hug a beach ball in front of you. We're just going to start with demi-pliés, little bending through our knees, starting to warm up those legs and getting ready for the work ahead of us. Check out your baby. How is he or she doing? Hopefully they'll like this motion and it will lull them to sleep. Check your form here. Make sure your abs are pulled in and your shoulders are down. Nice straight spine. Keep bending through those knees. Keep the heels together. Now let's go out to second position. So our legs are wide, our knees are pointing out, our toes are pointing out. We have about 2 feet in between our heels. Now first, second. So now we're just going in between positions, coming into first position and then opening up to second position. Try to keep your knees bent, staying in that plie. Plie just means to bend, so you want to keep bending those knees. And you're going to use your arms here to start revving up that heart rate. So it's going to come out and then in. So out when you go to second and in when you come to first. Your arms are just going out to the side and then hugging a beach ball. If at any time you feel like your baby is unstable, you can go ahead and put your hands on the carrier or on your waist just to take things down a notch. You want to make sure that the safety of the baby comes first. Now we're going to go to curtsy. So you go second, curtsy, second, curtsy. And the curtsy is just bringing your leg behind your shoulder. Now you can add your arms up overhead if you like. Check your baby. How's he or she doing? When you come into that curtsy, try to get that back knee down low to the floor so your shin is almost parallel. Your back heel is lifted. Remember, these arms are optional. Keep those knees bent. Now let's stay in the curtsy and just pulse it out. Our hands are going to push back behind us, getting into some tricep work. So just pulse in that curtsy, little 1-inch movements, and push back with your hands, back, back. Hinge forward slightly, but not so far that you feel like your baby's going to fall out. You can look down at him or her and see how they're doing. Nice straight arms, firm through those triceps. If you think strong triceps, you'll have strong triceps. And let's go back into our second position and into a passe now. Second, passe. Second, passe. So you're just lifting that toe up towards your supporting knee. Arms are coming up overhead. This is going to engage your core muscles a lot because you have to balance here. So really pull your abs in tight. Keep that back nice and firm and straight. And just go second, passe. Second, passe. Fantastic work. Keep going. Lift. Now can you hold? Try to balance. If you need to touch down, that's okay. Hold it here. Beautiful job. Go ahead and release it and come back into your first position, pliés. Just plie right here. Nice job. How's the baby doing? Maybe you can reach down, give him or her a little kiss. Okay, let's go second, first. Second, first. Remember, you're taking out to that second position, that nice wide toes turned out, knees turned out position, and then coming back into first. And you want to make sure you're still plieing, which means bending those knees. And you can open those arms out to the side and then hug your beach ball back in. It's like you're hugging around your baby without touching him or her. Nice job. Strong legs, wide, and then in close. Keep going. Keep bending through those legs. Out and in, out, in, out, in. Pull those abs in nice and tight. Keep a good posture. Now we're going to curtsy. So you go out to second and then back behind a curtsy. Remember the curtsy lunge, the back heel is lifted. You're bringing the foot behind your opposite shoulder and you're just going ahead and dropping that knee down so the shin is almost parallel to the floor. And then you go out to second position. Keep those knees bent. Out, curtsy. Second, curtsy. Now you can add those arms overhead if you'd like, so they go out and then up. When you come into the curtsy, they go up overhead. And that's just going to make you work a little bit harder, getting your heart rate a little bit higher. Why not get a cardio workout in today while you're working out with your baby? You can do that here even though it's low impact. Let's keep the curtsy and push our arms to the back. Remember to incline your chest slightly forward. You can check out that baby and see how they're doing. Push those arms back behind you. Nice strong arms. Get into those triceps. Push, push. Pulse those legs. Pulse, pulse. Keep those feet turned out. Front foot is turned out. Back foot is turned out. Bend through those knees. Push, push. Beautiful job. Keep those abs tight. Nice job. Okay, let's go back to second and now to passe. Second, passe. So you're just bringing that foot up to meet the supporting knee, pointing through the toe, going out to second and then up to passe. Arms go out to the side and then up overhead. Remember, you always have the option to bring your hands onto your hips if you'd like. Lift. Out. Lift. Beautiful job. You really have to engage that core to stop the leg when you lift it up. You want to control the movement here. Let's try to balance now. It can be hard after all of that movement, but hold it, hold it, hold it. You can do it. Fantastic job. Okay, take those legs out wide into a second position. Drop down into a plie. Now go medium, high, medium, low. Medium, high, medium, low. Going through different degrees of a plie, bringing those arms with you. Now let's go a little faster. Medium, low, medium, high. Medium, low, medium, high. Just moving through that plie, bringing those arms with you. Drop it high and then low. High and then low. Beautiful job. Now let's just go low, high, plie, straighten, plie, straighten. Now you can have the option to go up onto releve, which just means lifting your heels up, getting those calves involved, getting rid of those cankles, moving the blood through. Low, high, low, high. Beautiful job. Straighten those legs on the high, lift those heels. Remember, it's an option. You don't have to do it. Keep going, hold it here, balance, 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 and release it down. Now let's come into our first position, heels together, toes apart, arms are in front of us, and we're going to plie, releve. So you're just lifting those heels up on the releve, the arms come up over the head on the releve, plie, releve. Engage those abs, pull them up and in, keep those shoulders down, really work through those calves, work through those feet. Beautiful job, keep going. Hold it here, hold it, balance, make a funny face at your baby, and release it down. Okay, grab your weights, go ahead and bring your feet together into a first position, turn your palms so they're facing out, and lift your arms to shoulder height, just a little bit out in a V to avoid your baby's head. And then go ahead and start doing micro bends with your elbows, so little bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Keeping those weights up at shoulder height, now you can add a little plie. Let's get the legs involved while we're working our arms here. So we're still bending and straightening our arms and also bending our legs. Now you don't have to use your legs if you don't want to. You can keep your legs straight and just focus on those arms here. A few more. Nice work. Okay, drop those arms down. Now bring them in front of you like you're hugging a beach ball. Open them out to the side, drop them down, and then hug the beach ball again. We're doing a port de bras here, so it just goes out to the side, down, up to center. Out, down, center. Now you can add the plie on if you would like. So when the arms come up to center, you plie, plie, out. Great job, keep going. Now remember, the legs are optional, so you can leave those out if you like and just focus on the arms here. You don't have to do the plie. Beautiful work. Keep those shoulders down, abs pulled in. Now hold it here and let's just pulse the weights up, up, up. Fantastic job. Now keep those shoulders down. Keep those elbows slightly bent. Like again, you're hugging that big beach ball in front of you. You're just lifting those weights up to the sky. Now open them out and in, out, in, out, in. Make sure when those weights go out, you keep those elbows lifted. Don't let them drop down. And make sure you're keeping your elbows slightly bent to protect the elbow joints. Okay, now let's take those legs out wide into our second position, and we're going to plie, bringing those arms out to the side. So you plie and lift the arms. Plie and lift the arms. How's your baby doing? Has he or she fallen asleep yet? Let's hope they will soon. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. So as you bend your knees, those arms go out to the side. Palms are facing down. Your arms are almost all the way straight except for a slight bend. Now let's hold it here, and we're going to pulse the legs and pulse those weights up to the ceiling. Go ahead and flip your palms so they're facing me. The weights are pointed up. Just hold it here, pulse those arms, pulse those legs. Everything's working hard. Except for that baby. He or she seems to be taking it easy. I don't know. Okay, go ahead and bring those legs underneath you and step 1 foot back. We're going into a lunge here. So I'm turning side on so you can see me. And now I'm going to do a bicep curl as I lunge down. So I lunge and curl. Lunge and curl. And you want to keep your arms out at shoulder height. Those palms are facing up, and as you curl in, they face your forehead. Your legs are dropping down into a lunge, and you want to make sure that your knee is tracking over your ankle and not going past your foot. You may need to step your foot out further if it's going past your toe. And your back foot, you want to try to get that shin parallel to the ground. Now let's hold it here and pulse those arms up to the ceiling and add a pulse with your legs. Everything's pulsing out. Push, push, push. That's it. Look at that cute smile on your baby to make it through this. You can do it. Keep going. Fantastic job. Okay, let's step that foot in, and we're going to bring the opposite leg back, just switching sides here. So you're going to drop down into your lunge, and this time you're going to take your hands out to the side and curl your hands in towards your head. So your palms again are facing up, and you're curling them in and then out. The arms are at shoulder height, and as you drop into your lunge, you curl those arms in towards your head, in and out. We want to avoid bringing those weights up over the baby's head. So this is a great move to target those biceps without interfering with the baby's safety. Beautiful job. Keep going. Now let's hold it here and pulse the arms, pulse those legs. Push through. Maybe make a funny face at your baby to keep him or her occupied. Push those elbows up, 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 and keep pushing through those legs. Don't let those elbows drop down below shoulder height. You can do this. Fantastic work. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders out. Now we're going to lean forward a bit and bring those weights behind you going into a tricep kickback. So you just want to kick those weights behind you and then bring them back in. So I'll turn side on so you can see me. And I'm just extending my arms and then bending those elbows. Oh, let's look over at the camera. Cutie pie. Extend, bend. So when you bend those triceps, you want to bring them just back at your waist and not any further. Now let's go ahead and hold it back there and pulse it up, targeting those triceps. So we have 1 foot back and the front leg is bent. Few more. Nice job. Okay, now let's squeeze those weights in behind you. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And you can always go ahead and bounce a little just to keep your baby happy and keep him or her from crying. It's a good tool to employ here. Now let's go ahead and lift and squeeze. Lift, squeeze. So lift the weights up and then squeeze them in towards each other. One of each. One lift, one squeeze. Lift and squeeze. How are those triceps feeling? Beautiful job. Go ahead and roll those shoulders out. And let's go ahead. I'm going to switch sides. My other leg comes back now, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the palms facing in towards me, and we're going to do a kickback, bringing those arms in towards you, hands in towards your waist, and then straighten back out. So the palms are facing forward now, and you're just bending at the elbow and then straightening back behind you. Remember, take those weights just to your hips, not any further forward than that. And you can bounce or bend your knees into a lunge just to keep the baby happy. Now go ahead and flip those palms up to the ceiling and let's pulse back, back, back. Remember, we did something like this similar in the warm-up, but without the weights. So just push those weights back behind you, tighten through those triceps. Okay, now we're gonna squeeze them in. Squeeze those weights towards each other. Palms are still facing behind you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Just look into your little one's face to get through this. Now we go one up, one in. One up, one in. Up and in. Keep those palms facing towards the back. Try to lift those weights up high behind you. Great work. Nice job. Go ahead and roll those shoulders out. You've done a fantastic job. One more thing. We're just going to go ahead and flip those weights over and under. Over, under. Over, under. So those weights are at shoulder height. And you can go ahead and bend through the legs if you need to keep that baby happy. And your elbows are slightly bent, and you're just creating a little arc here by flipping the palms over and under. Beautiful work. You can do it. We're almost there. Now let's go ahead and crisscross those weights, stacking one on top of the other. We'll take it down and then up to shoulder height. And down and then up again to shoulder height. You can go ahead and bounce if that baby's getting a little antsy. Great work. Down and up. Down and up. Nice job. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our chair for our ballet bar section. Okay, now we have our bar, so we have our hands on our chair as our bar. Our feet are together, our ankles are together, and we're just going to start by pulsing our feet. So just go ahead and bend those knees, little pulses, and we're going to lift our heels up and keep pulsing. The baby's still on our chest in the carrier, and we're just sticking that seat out behind us, pulsing through our legs here. So make sure that your thighs, knees, ankles are all together. Now we're going to drop the heels and lift them. Keep pulsing as you drop and lift those heels. So every time your heels move, you pulse through those legs. Keep a contraction on that muscle here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep pulling those abs in tight, shoulders down. We're going to work into those leg muscles now. Beautiful job. Keep going. Lift, lower down. Lift, lower down. Now let's hold it here with those heels lifted. Isometric hold. You can do it. Okay, drop those heels down. Let's click our toes out into our first position and just start plieing here. Little bends. This is a demi-plie. Now let's go ahead and lift our heels up. Keep plieing. Bend through those knees. Little pulses. Beautiful job. Keep pulsing here. Keep those heels lifted up off the ground. Hands are lightly on your chair. Don't death grip here. Keep a nice straight spine. Keep bending through those knees. Let's hold it here and we'll shake those hips side to side. You can make a silly face at your baby while you're doing this. Just shake it out. Come on, it's a little dance party here. Why not? You can do it. No one's watching. Shake, 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 shake. Now can you shake a little bit lower and a little bit higher? Come down and up and down and up. Keep shaking those hips side to side. Now drop those heels and we're just going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So bend when you lower the heels and then straighten those legs as you lift the heels. So it's a plie, releve. Plie, releve. Come down, lift up. Come down, lift up. Great work. This baby's keeping me entertained throughout this workout. I'm forgetting how much my legs hurt. Keep going. Nice job. Okay, now we're going to take the plie out. So we're just going to go ahead and lower and lift those heels, keeping the legs straight. We're really going to work into our calf muscles here. Keep going. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Beautiful job. You can do it. Light grip on your bar. Okay, hold it up there. Go ahead and lift your hands up off the bar. Maybe you try one hand. Maybe you try both hands. Just try to balance here. Challenge yourself. And release it down. Great work. Okay, we're going to turn facing side on now. And your feet are in first position. You're going to go second, first. Second, first. Remember we did this in the warm-up? We're doing it again now here. Holding onto our bar for support. And remember, you can hold on to your baby. If you want, you don't have to use your arms. If you feel more supported, you can always hold on to him or her. Now try to point your toes as you go out to second and then back into first. Remember to stay low in that plie, keeping those knees bent. That's where the work is. Keep going. Okay, let's go second, tendu front. Second, tendu front. Beautiful. So the tendu front is just bringing that toe in front of your body, pointing it straight through that leg. So you go second, bend the knees, and then straighten the leg. Bring it front. Okay, let's take it to an attitude now. So it's second, attitude front. Second, attitude front. And all that attitude is a lifted leg in front with a slightly bent knee. The leg is turned out so the knee is to the side and your inner thigh is facing up to the ceiling. Hello, inner thighs, we're working you now. Let's hold it there and pulse it out. Now you can bring that outside arm up overhead or you can keep it down. Let's bend the supporting knee now and just bend that knee. Keep pulsing in that plie here. Keep that leg lifted. An option to lift that supporting heel up. Just go a little bit deeper, a little bit more advanced. You can do it. Beautiful job. Okay, we're going to take it to a fourth position now with our heels lifted. So that outside leg is in front, the inside leg is in back. Both of our knees are turned out to the side, our heels are turned in, and we're just plieing, bending our knees, and then straightening them. Plie, straighten, bend, straighten. Keep those heels lifted, and now let's just pulse it out. But if you need to, you can always drop your heels down. You don't have to keep them lifted. That'll be the modification to make it easier, and it's totally okay to take that modification. Let's hold it here, drop it down, point the toe, come back to first position. And we're going second, passe. Second, passe. Beautiful job. So remember, we did this in the warm-up, and all the passe is that outside leg coming in so the toe meets the knee on the inside. Okay, bring it in here, and now let's see if we can balance. Lift that inside arm, take your arms up overhead. You can option to lift that heel up on the supporting leg. Take both hands off the bar if you can. Hold it here, and then come on down. Beautiful job. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and lift that leg out to the side now. This is called a batma. So all you're doing is you're going first position plie, and then lift the leg out to the side. Point through the toe, activate that thigh. Lift and lower. Now let's hold it up there and pulse it out. Little pulses, lift, lift, lift. I know your legs are fatigued, but you're doing an awesome job. Okay, come out to second position here. Bend into a plie, and we're gonna turn into a lunge. Plie, lunge, plie, lunge. So that arm is coming second out and then over and in. Now you don't have to do the arm here. You can leave it out if you want to. It's totally just an option. You can always place your hand on your baby. And now let's hold that lunge and pulse it out. Keep pulsing that lunge. Try to keep that back knee close to the floor. Hold it here, isometric hold. Can you lift the front heel up? Hold it, hold it, hold it. And pulse it here with the front heel lifted. This is just an option. You don't have to take it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. You can do it. Great work. Keep going. And go ahead and bring that heel down, bring both legs in. Beautiful job. Now we're gonna bend the knees and pick one foot up, and you're gonna push it back behind you, poking it here. Little poke back, back, back. So we're moving into the seat work now. And our supporting leg, the knee is bent. The working leg is back behind us. We're keeping that leg bent, pointing through the toe, and just poking back behind us. Now make sure when the leg comes back in, you're not bringing it all the way in to meet the supporting knee. Now let's do 3 little beats. So it goes back, 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 and in. Back, 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 and in. That's it. So it goes high, higher, highest, and in. High, higher, highest, and in. 3 little beats. Beautiful job. Now straighten that leg and bend it in. Straighten and bend. Keep straightening and bending that leg, working into that hamstring. Fantastic job here. Keep going. Make sure those hips are pointing down to the floor, and let's go ahead and keep that leg straight and pulse it up. Now option to lift your supporting heel up off the floor to advance the move a little bit more. Now let's lower the leg and lift it to hip height. Lower, lift. Keep pointing through the toe and just lift it up to hip height. Pull those abs in nice and tight. Make sure you're not arching through your back. You can look down and focus on your little one. Now let's hold it up there and pulse. Now go ahead and bend the knee, and we're going to pulse in attitude. lift, lift, lift. Beautiful job. Come all the way down, and we're going to lift the knee out to the side and back in, out and in. And as you lift its side, go ahead and straighten your leg, and then when it comes in, bend that supporting leg, lift and lower. Keep that working leg bent. Now let's hold it up there and pulse it out. Little pulses, you can do it. Take it back behind you. Beautiful job. Nice work. Keep lifting. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and grab one weight. This is an option to make it harder. You don't have to do it, but we're going to put it behind our knee, flexing our foot, keeping our supporting leg bent, and we're just going to push that working leg back behind you. Pushing through that heel like you're trying to close a door that is back there behind you. Pushing nice and hard, keeping that knee bent, holding that weight nice and tight. Now let's go ahead and bend the supporting leg and straighten it as we bring that knee in and out. Keep pushing through here. Push back, back. Fantastic job. Okay, let's go ahead and remove that weight, and we're going to switch sides. So we're going to do the same move on the other side. So just place the weight behind your other knee. Bend your supporting leg, flex the foot, and push that foot back behind you. Little pulses back, back, back. You can look down at your baby here if you want. It'll take your mind off that burning glute muscle. Nice job. Let's bring that knee all the way in now and push it back, in and back. Make sure you're bending that supporting leg and then straightening it as you push that foot back behind you. Bend, straighten, in, out. Great job. Keep those hips facing forward. Don't open out to the side. Now hold it back there. Bend that supporting leg and then go ahead and release it. Let's remove the weight, place it back off to the side. And we're going to come into our seat work on our second side now. So go ahead and take that leg back behind you, point the toe, and just start poking back, back, back. Keep that knee bent, supporting leg is bent. Our chest is inclined only slightly, and our abs are pulled in, where you can look down at the baby if you'd like. Now let's bring that knee in and out, in and out. Bring it in to meet the other knee, and then extend it behind you. Keep bending through that working leg though. Don't straighten it. And you can go ahead and bend and lift that supporting leg. Beautiful job. Keep going. Let's do 3 little beats. It goes back, 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 and in. Back, 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 and in. High, higher, highest, and in. That's it. Keep pointing through that toe, pushing behind you. Now let's go ahead and extend that leg and bend it in. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Point through that toe. The knee is facing down to the floor. We're working into that hamstring here. Have you lost that bend in your supporting leg? Make sure you haven't. Now let's go ahead and pulse that leg back behind you. Little pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Make sure your weight is even and you're not dumping into your supporting hip. Now you have the option to go ahead and lift that supporting heel up. And we're going to lift that leg and lower it down behind you. Lower and lift. Bring it up to hip height. You can do it. Make sure you're not opening to the side. Now hold it up there and pulse it out. Little pulses. Come on, you got to get great workout in so you can go ahead and play with your baby. Now let's bend our knee and we're going to lift that knee in attitude position. So the knee is just slightly bent and you're just lifting that knee out and up, up. Beautiful job. Okay, bring that knee in to meet the supporting leg, and we're going to lift the knee out to the side and bring it down. Out to the side and down. Great job. Keep that knee bent, the working leg bent, and you're just bending that supporting leg and then straightening out. Hold it out there and pulse it out. Pulse. Just a few more. Great work. Okay, we're going to go ahead and switch to our other leg now. So you can move your chair if that's easier for you, so you're still facing me. I'm just going to slide mine around. And you can reconnect with your baby, say hi to him or her, and we'll go ahead and get started on the second side. So let's go ahead into a lunge position now, just taking one leg back and just pulsing out in the lunge. So make sure you're on the opposite leg as before, and now you can lift your heel up and let's pulse it with the heel lifted. Hold it here, isometric hold. Now go ahead and drop the heel, and we're gonna go lunge, second, lunge, second position, lunge. So just open that arm up and then bring it around while you go into that lunge. Plant the heel and then lift the heel. Remember, you can go ahead and put that arm down and wrap it around your baby if you want to. And let's hold that second position and pulse it out right here. And we'll go first, second, So you're staying with those knees bent, just moving from second position to first position. Remember, you can hold on to your baby if you want to. Keep going. Out and in, out and in. Keep bending through those knees just like on the first side. Okay, this time let's take it to a tendu. So it's second, tendu, Beautiful work. Just point that toe out in front of you, keep the legs straight, and make sure you're bringing it just in front of the supporting heel and not letting it cross over the body. Out and in. Okay, we're gonna go to attitude now. So you're just gonna lift that knee up slightly bent, turn the knee out to the side, inner thighs facing the ceiling, and just go ahead and swing that arm out and then up. Second, attitude. Great job, keep going, we're almost there. Hold the attitude and pulse it out. Great work. Now, go ahead and bend that supporting leg, and let's just bend that supporting leg. Pulse it here. You can lift the heel to make it harder. Hold it there. Keep going. Don't lean back. Fantastic job. Okay, now we're going to go second, passe. Second, passe. So just bring that toe in to meet your supporting leg. Bending and then straightening up. Arm goes out and up. Out and up. Keep pulling in through those abdominals. Now can you hold it here and balance? Maybe you lift both hands up. Great work. Maybe you have one hand on the bar. Maybe you can lift your supporting heel up. Maybe you can lift both hands off the bar. Pull those abs into balance and then come on down. Great work. You can give your baby a kiss. And now we're just going to go ahead and lift that leg out to the side in the side butt mount. So just lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep a strong supporting side. Don't sit into your hip. Point through that toe, and let's hold it up there and pulse it out. Little pulses. Pulse. Beautiful job. Bring that foot in front, and we're going to go into fourth position right here. So knees are pointing out. Toes are pointing out. You're bending and straightening. Heels are lifted. Bend and straight. Bend and straight. Keep going. Great job. Pulse it here. Just pulse it out. We're almost done. Keep going. And great work. You've made it.
Thanks so much for joining me today for Babies at the Bar. I hope you and your little one had a lot of fun and you got in a great workout.